All right. Wow. We are live. I haven't been live in so long. So anyone who joins, welcome. I'm going to start by, of course, everyone be respectful. I hope that the Wi-Fi and everything clicks in, works out. Keep in mind that these readings are collective in general, so receive only what resonates, release anything that does not resonate. This is a little bit of a test to see how the live is going to work. A lot has changed since the last time I was live, so thank you for your patience with that. For today, we're going to look into fire signs. We're going to look at timeless messages for fire signs. So keep in mind, these readings are collective in general. Receive only what resonates, release anything that does not. And be aware of scammers. I will never reach out to you trying to promote my services or anything like that. So if that does happen, block or delete those accounts. All right, let's see. Highest and best messages for fire signs. Wow. Oh my gosh, fire signs. I can see why today I was guided to focus on fire signs, because we start out with the 10 of Wands. So with eclipse season right now and just overall in life, you may be experiencing a clearing that's happening. So it could be a physical clearing. You're clearing out items, or you're letting go of things that were holding you back here. If you see this person here is walking downhill, okay? In the respect of perhaps, you've really been on a journey where you've been walking uphill, and now you get to set down some of that burden and you get to embrace more ease, more flow. Fire signs, it's time to embrace more of your feminine energy, which is receptive energy, okay? And your receptive energy is going to assist you with your alignment. It's going to assist you with the natural flow and almost effortlessness that comes from you making those aligned steps moving forward. So this is a great card of relief for you fire signs, okay? So make sure that on your journey, each step of the journey, especially right now, if you're doing shadow work, that you're taking time to discover new ways to appreciate and love yourself, okay? Because nobody's walking your journey but you, and you have the courage to walk your journey. So starting out, you have a great release. You have relief coming in here. And then we have the 6 of Wands. We have you being recognized and honored and supported. For those of you that are on like a social media platform, or really any sort of process you've been moving through that again has felt dense or heavy, this is like you made it to the top, okay? You've reached a milestone in your life and you're receiving that recognition. Again, if you have, you're on an online platform, or you're a leader in your community, or even in your family, you're going to be recognized more. Okay, and the light is shining on you here, because with the 10 of Wands, you've done the work, you've put in the effort, and you deserve to receive that recognition. You deserve to receive that love, that support, especially for those of you that are clearing out cycles, that were toxic, okay, or that were doing that ancestral clearing or healing at this time. That you were the one that was breaking those cycles. You were the one that chose to heal. You were the one that is looking at the way things are and saying, well, that doesn't really align with me. I'm going to make choices that are in alignment with me. You're the one who did the releasing of the conditioning, okay? And this is Spirit honoring you, and also you taking a moment to appreciate yourself and appreciate how far you've come. And no matter what this 10 of Wands is for you, whatever it is that you're releasing, okay, especially with this eclipse season, it's once you release this, it's like shedding an old layer, and you're going to be shining brighter than you have before, okay? Not only that, I feel like on this journey where you're at in your life right now, you've acquired tools to help you with your success. I'm also sending, that you've been doing embodiment work as well. And that is showing up here in your energy and in your work, okay, and in your focus. And then we have the Magician, okay? So the Magician is about your creativity. It's about utilizing your resources. It's about working with energy, understanding how energy works, okay? Working on higher levels. This is a very powerful card. All these cards so far are incredibly empowering for you fire signs, okay? This is quite beautiful. And if there's a fire sign you care about in your life, okay, then definitely take the time to acknowledge and appreciate them, okay? Because whether or not you see it, you know, you may not have been there every step of their journey, but they've definitely been through something quite significant. So let's go ahead and see what you're releasing here, fire signs. Let's see what you're releasing. This 10 of Wands. Judgment wanted to come out, but not quite. So it could be indecision for some of you. Ace of, oh, wow. Oh my goodness. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So much fire. With the Ace of Wands, this is you going after a divinely inspired idea. This is you taking action. This is you clearing, for some of you, you're clearing out your third eye, okay? You're taking time to clear any sort of densities that have been within your energy centers at this time. And as you do that, you become more clear, more passionate, more focused, more aligned, okay? Much of this is about alignment, releasing what's not aligned anymore. This Ace of Wands is an exciting new beginning. So if you've been going through something, again, where you're setting down a burden, you're releasing, you know, something significant for some of you in your life, that Ace of Wands is letting you know that there is an inspired new beginning. There is an exciting new beginning here. There's a cycle that's ending that was very burdensome. Maybe it was just the way that you were going about your life. Maybe you weren't living in your design. Maybe you were living in someone else's design, right? And it was, or someone else's conditioning, and it was just weighing heavy on you. But you've released that. It looks like downloads are coming in as well to assist you with this. And you're moving forward in a very empowered way. So let's clarify the Six of Wands. Wow, the Chariot. Talk about moving forward empowered. Not only are you moving forward empowered, because the Six of Wands can be a card of ego. It looks like, you know, with the Chariot, you've balanced quite a bit out. Not only that, do you see how our arms are stretched open? That might be a position or a way that your body celebrates, you know, opening up and receiving your manifestations, okay? Receiving the beautiful and wonderful things in your life. And with this Chariot card, it's like that manifestation, those manifestations are coming towards you here, okay? For some of you, you let go of a cycle of control or a cycle of wanting things to work out exactly how you want it, you know, in ego's timing. Some of you surrendered, you released, and that was part of your 10 of Wands, okay? And now you're getting to receive what's for your highest and greatest good and what's in alignment with you. For some of you, if you're opening up more, you know, you're opening up your business or you're expanding or putting yourself out there more, you're going to have clients, you're going to have interest with this Chariot energy. Like, you are moving forward successfully. And again, it's because you put in this work, you put in this effort here. Some of you could be getting a new car soon. Okay, that's another message. The Chariot is about the light and the shadow balanced out, right? And right now, many of us are doing quite a bit of shadow work. And you're going to see how that pays off, even though when you're moving through it, it's not fun, okay? Shadow work is not fun when you're moving through it. But once you do that integration work, you see and feel the difference. And you feel more embodied and strong in who you are. You are less, I think, confused about what you want. You are less stressed about what other people think about you. You have a greater sense of self. And that's shining through here. Beautifully, fire signs. Let's clarify the Magician. Judgment. Okay, there's more release happening here with the Judgment, but it's like, finally, you're doing what makes your soul happy. Finally, you're pursuing your passion. Even if you have, like, you know, you already have a career, or, you know, you have a full-time job, but there's something that you wanted to pursue, something you're passionate about, whether it's your spiritual gifts or just something that brings you happiness, you're going for it. And not only are you going for it, you're manifesting it more and more into your life. And you're freeing yourself from what was holding you back, fire signs. This is beautiful energy. sun. Wow. The sun. More light codes, more illumination, more happiness is coming in for you. And not only that, and I really think this is important too, fire signs, if you're used to things being difficult, if you're used to things being hard, your body is going to need to adapt to the change of pace here. It's going to need to adapt to receiving more happiness, and it might feel uncomfortable at first, so take your time with that. But the sun card here speaks of happiness illumination. It speaks of you embracing your authenticity, loving yourself. It also speaks of very powerful messages coming to you from source. Okay? And I feel like so many of you are reaching a level on your journey when it comes to your own spiritual or energetic mastery, right? Do we ever truly master something? I don't know. I think there are levels and levels and levels, right? But you're reaching another level here. You are leveling up. And you're going to have so much expansive energy within your energetic field, within your life, okay? This just uplifting, beautiful energy. Also, I feel like so many of you have integrated in, you know, these higher frequencies. You've done the clearing work, you have done the embodiment work. And because of that, like, you are truly a conduit of light, okay? You are truly, like, you walk into a room, you light it up. You walk into a place that's dense, your energy starts to transmute it. You are I'm hearing like a master transmuter. So if that's something you have been working towards, that's something that is important to you, that's something that's coming through here. Keep doing that energy work, okay? Other people don't understand it around you, who cares? You are going to see your efforts here, your alignment work paying off, and love yourself even more, okay, through, again, every step of this journey. It's time to embrace your happiness. I'm hearing it's time to receive what's yours as well. Like, what is destined to be yours, it's time to receive it. It's time to open up your arms and receive it. Okay. Let's clarify this 10 of Wands a little bit more. Yeah, the 9 of Swords. Stress, you know, this might have been sleepless nights for you, overthinking. See how there's kind of these dark crows and then there's a white one here? You've been facing your fears and you've been transmuting the energies. You've been clearing your energy. You've been putting in that work, okay? Some of you, this is about using your voice, because as I'm speaking right now, I can feel like my throat chakra wanting to constrict, right? Speaking up for yourself here. We have good karma balancing out and exciting news coming in. Your alignment is coming full circle for so many of you. You're starting to acknowledge and see, again, more of those manifestations, more of the hard work and effort that you put in here, okay? Yeah. Talk about feeling very solid in who you are, okay? This is also a card of remembering to nurture yourself, okay? And remember that how you see yourself and how you feel and how you honor what's within you really is going to help you to grow, help you to evolve, help you to, again, embody your true energy and your strength, okay? To know your worth. To not be afraid to say no to things that are not balanced, things that are, you know, unhealthy for you. This is a very empowering energy, fire signs. So in your relationships, that might be something that is balancing out here. Let's look into love and relationships. for fire signs. I know a few of you have been kind of in and out here. I hope that the stream is clear. Guess I'll find out when I finish. All right, so when it comes to love and relationships for fire signs, highest and best messages. So many of you are feeling quite conflicted when it comes to love and relationships. We have the Five of Pentacles. So you could be kind of keeping yourself away from others, or it could be that you have kind of pushed somebody out of your life here. We also have the Five of Wands, and we have the King of Wands. I think right now, fire signs, you're taking time to, especially with that Queen of Pentacles, focus on what's most important to you, what's helping you to grow. And I think you're focusing your energy because you've balanced your energy, you've released what doesn't serve you, or a certain way of doing things that wasn't in alignment with you, with you at that time, maybe beliefs. You've done that work. You've balanced out your energy. You've also worked on the embodiment piece here. And what I'm sensing, with the King of Wands energy, the Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and even some of that Nine of Swords, is now the focus is, where are you focusing your energy? What are you creating and building? What is empowering to you? Okay. What are you growing in your life right now? Because with this Five of Pentacles, it feels like it's either you feel like you're not enough, you don't have enough, or there's someone around you who feels that way. Okay. But the King of Wands is somebody who is confident, goes after what they believe in. And then the Five of Wands is, we have 5 and 5, we have change, we have, some conflict here. The Five of Wands can also be competition. So let's go a little bit deeper into this. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You might be withdrawing right now just to focus on your own self-love, okay, to focus on receiving love, or maybe, again, you've been giving a lot to others and it's time for you to receive with that Ace of Cups. But you're not looking outside of yourself for love. You're turning in. You're doing that work with that Ace of Cups. You're doing that healing work, okay? And you're learning and opening up more and more to receiving love with that Ace of Cups energy, okay? Let's clarify the King of Wands. We have the Hermit. So this could be somebody who desires you, or you desire, but this person feels like they need to take a step back. They need to reevaluate. Maybe there are some things that they need to get in order, or there's this wisdom or light or illumination that they're seeking on their own journey at this time. You're focusing on self-love right now and healing, and this person is focusing on wisdom. And with the King of Wands energy, they do have that inspiration, they do have that passion, they do have that fire within, but they're also learning how to balance that out and how to create space for themselves to, again, learn their own soul lessons, to understand their wisdom. Okay, let's clarify the Five of Wands. Five of Swords, 5, 5, 5. There's definitely change happening here. Okay, something's got to give. Something has got to give within love and relationships here for you. Like I said, I feel like you're breaking the mold, Aries and Leo and Sagittarius, okay? I feel like you're stepping outside your comfort zone. I feel like you're learning what it feels like to receive more love, to receive more within your heart space, to create space for that love within your heart space. And with all these fives, it's like it's time for change. There is some sort of limiting belief or block here that is clearing. And many of you might have come to this point many times in relationships and you couldn't get beyond it because there's a lesson, or there's something here to learn. There's something here to grow from. We have the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. So for many of you, I feel like, again, you're taking space from love and relationships. Maybe you're focusing more on your friendships or, your soul groups at this time. Because we have the Eight of Wands, which is excitement, movement, passion, freeing energy, clearing energy. With the Three of Cups, celebration, also community, okay, coming together, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I think for many of you, Aries, like, especially if you're isolating, it's going to benefit you to spend time around people that are high vibrational. I always say lights require other lights, right? To make sure that you're connecting with others that also, align with your vibration here. Because I feel like when you do that, it's going to be supportive in you moving forward beyond these challenges. And again, look at that transmutation energy that's happening here with the Wheel of Fortune. So great changes here. I mean, it's eclipse season, changes here. You're going to be noticing this within your own life, within, observing your friends, your loved ones, everyone is going through these incredible changes. But for you fire signs, I feel like there have been certain things you've been avoiding, and when it comes to love and relationships, so you're focusing on recharging right now. You're focusing on friendships or lighter connections that uplift you and support you, okay? And even if you're at a distance from somebody or you're taking some space, separation is something that is helpful because it allows each person to just kind of regroup, to make their own connection with source, to develop their own gifts, to evolve and grow. Okay? Because I feel like for some of you, there was just, you kept coming to this block, or you kept coming to this wall when it comes to love and relationships, and maybe it was too much of a focus on it, and it's time to focus on your happiness. It's time to focus on your personal power, your energy, your transmutation, the changes, the exciting changes that are happening in your life here. Okay, it could be travel for some of you, but an entire cycle is closing out. Things are shifting forward here with the wheel. Okay, so if you've been going through, again, doing that shadow work, it's going to pay off. Okay. Any other messages for my fire signs watching? Highest and best messages. Six of Pentacles, right? Keep things balanced. Give and receive. And I think for many of you fire signs, you were giving, and you weren't receiving. You were in your masculine energy, but you weren't in your receptive feminine energy. So you weren't recharging. And so make sure that things are balanced, balance your checkbook, balance your energy, your give and take. If the Six of Pentacles is a beautiful reciprocal energy, balancing out your relationships, that's something else. But keep in mind that, you're only, in charge of you, right? That other person has to do their work. They have to meet you halfway. But with the Six of Pentacles, again, focus on those that are equal give and take, things that are balanced in your life. Or if something's out of balance and it's within your control, your influence, bring it back into balance. Because I think that's also, going to assist you moving forward, because I'm seeing someone riding a bike, and if it's not balanced, like, you can go to one side or the other, right? So balancing your energy, balancing certain things in your life that you feel are out of balance are going to be really important at this time. And again, spending time around people that bring you joy and happiness. Okay, people that inspire you to grow. And even those challenging situations, taking the time to reflect on how to grow through them. Okay, because we don't grow within our comfort zone, right? Okay, any other messages? The highest and greatest good for fire signs watching. Mm-hmm. Boundaries. We have the King of Swords. Boundaries are incredibly important at this time. Okay. Like I said, as you're evolving and growing, or as your interests are shifting and changing, which happens when you ascend, other people may not understand. That's okay. Like I said, love yourself and find new ways to love yourself every step of the journey. Whether you're having a great day, whether you're having a day that, you would rather just avoid or go to bed, right? Like some of us, we have those days, but celebrate when you're feeling successful and celebrate, moving through anything that you're moving through at this time. Okay. But the King of Swords speaks of expressing your truth, having very clear boundaries. Again, focused energy. And that's going to help you with creating balance. That's going to help you with creating boundaries with people around you. And then again, we have temperance. So we have angelic energy around you, fire signs. As you're making these shifts and changes, you have angelic protection. Okay. You have this love and support. And I always, I think it's important, that when healing anything in life, to also call on the unseen, call on your angels, your guides, your ancestors of the highest frequency and light to assist you for your highest good, right? For the highest good of all, however you'd like to phrase it. But there's so much to unpack here, fire signs. But I'm seeing my third eye, balance is the main message here. To take space and time for balance, to set boundaries for balance, to bring things back into balance. Look at that. We've got the Four of Wands, establishing that, firm foundation here. It's also, you're putting in that work so that you can really enjoy. You're paving the path here. This is the 1111 energy. This is the gateway. This is portal energy. This is leveling up energy. This is celebration energy. Okay? So celebrate with that Four of Wands. For some of you, to help bring you back into balance, whether it's, you're feeling a lot more energy coming through you, move your body. Okay? Move your body, maybe exercise, dance. Okay? Because with all this change, it can become somewhat ungrounding. So make sure with that Four of Wands that you are celebrating, that you are grounding, that you are. I just feel for so many of you, like, and I can feel it in my chest, and it feels so expansive, and it makes me emotional, because I feel like whatever you were working towards, whether it was a relationship, a healthy relationship, whether it was, establishing some sort of foundation here, it's some sort of doorway you are opening up that's destined to be your doorway. It's happening. It's happening. And I feel so happy for you, fire signs, with this energy. Because I know, there have been these moments with the Nine of Swords where there's the stress, there's the overthinking, there have been many challenges lately, but you have so much love and support around you. And that's something that you also need to remember and be aware of here. And make time for happiness. Make time for what makes you happy. Balance out work and play. Okay? Make sure you're also spending plenty of time out in nature, because I feel like you'll be receiving high vibrational messages, and it will also help you with these energy shifts and changes. Okay, anything else for the fire signs? Oh my gosh, I'm hearing back in the saddle again, okay? And we've got the Queen of Wands, okay? You're back in the saddle again. So you can use this, use me as an example for this. I haven't done lives in, it's been over a year. It feels really uncomfortable, but I'm here and I'm showing up. And at first, this is, You're back in the saddle again. You're back in your power again. You're embracing all of who you are. Okay? The Queen of Wands, hello, welcome, is an energy of attracting in what you desire. It's also an energy of enjoying your life. Okay? The Queen of Wands is in her power. Okay? She is manifesting. And if you see, she's manifesting with joy. Okay? Her hands are open. She knows the power is in her hands. Okay? Maybe you have hand chakra activations happening right now. But this is so beautiful because the Queen of Wands speaks of you in your element. Oh, welcome. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're able to join. Thank you. Hello, hello. I love you too. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everyone. I love that you all showed up when I pulled the Queen of Wands. What does that say, right? And I don't know if you heard it, but the message that came through when I saw the Queen of Wands is back in the saddle again. So this is feeling empowered. This is feeling like life is as you are creating it. And I want to make a little note on ascension and awakening. When we awaken, it's not comfortable, okay? It's an uncomfortable process that takes layers, that takes time, that takes integration. And understand that when certain things are revealed, certain shadows of humanity are revealed, it's upsetting. You know, it's disappointing. But then you come back to yourself, you come back to your own personal power, and you realize that where you're focusing your energy and where your skills are, where your gifts are, where your power is where you can be focusing. And then you can make that change. Then you can create that shift. Then whatever your skill set is, that you can apply that to something that betters your life and maybe the life of others. And it's your passion with the Queen of Wands. It's something that you love. It's not something that feels heavy. It's not something that you feel like you have to do. It's something that you love to do. So this is also a card of sharing your spiritual gifts at this incredible time in history of humanity on this earth. Okay? And the more and more you shine, the more and more you're going to be opening up and expanding into joy and happiness and seeing your magic and seeing your own personal power. Like I said, once your eyes awaken, you see how much power has been taken away, right? But then you come back to yourself, you take your power back, you take your focus back, you work on your energy, okay? And focusing and understanding energy, you become self-sufficient and you create your experience, you create your paradigm. And with this Queen of Wands coming forward and with you beautiful 3 souls showing up, wow, 3, what a confirmation. You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay? Not only that, look at all the other candles you're lighting. Look at all the other lights you're inspiring. And it's not because you're yelling in their ear about anything fearful. It's literally you're just being the example. You're living your life. You know, I can't tell you how many people that are so hardened by their ego, the layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of ego, that they wouldn't ever say that they are inspired by you, okay? Or that, you know, they appreciate certain things about you. But they do, okay? Especially those that watch, okay? And so you never know who you're inspiring when you show up. And I'm so appreciative that you all showed up because it helped to focus the energy. And yeah, I'm so appreciative. So thank you. So also keep in mind that when you deliver messages, again, when you awaken, you see things, see beyond the matrix, you see beyond things that, you know, have, again, things that are very disappointing, and you want to just shout out the truth to everybody. Remember that every soul is on a different timeline or place on their journey, and that they're only going to receive the message when they're ready. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've delivered messages to people and it was like in one ear and out the other, like completely different frequencies. They couldn't even understand or comprehend those messages because their soul wasn't ready. Okay, but especially the three of you showing up right now, you're ready. You're stepping into leadership. And for those of you that follow, that are my members on Patreon, my Bloom members on Patreon, this card came through, not this card, but this energy came through, okay, about stepping into leadership. Okay. And that, again, all of your evolution, all that you've moved through and transmuted and embodied is going to be showing you again how incredible life can be. Okay. When you're in alignment, when you're enjoying your life. So let's see, any other messages here? And if you did miss the earlier messages, when it came to love and relationships, there were definitely some challenges and space being taken for, those of you that resonate. And the guidance was to embrace those friendships and those lighthearted relationships at this time, not to kind of try and keep digging into the challenges or the blocks at this time, but to lighten your frequency and celebrate and spend time with those within your, higher frequency to help with the shifts that are happening within love and relationships. Okay. Other messages, highest and best messages, the world. Yep. We have so many energies of cycles completing here. And with the world card, this is incredible. I mean, you have you have at least 2 portal energies coming through. But with this world card, again, it's like you never know your influence until you show up just authentically. Okay. And that you are the example. And that you have so many of you on your journey, especially when it comes to love, no matter where you are in your relationship or not a relationship, you have discovered your completeness, your wholeness within yourself first. And maybe that took a lot of disappointing, situations, right? But I'm just hearing, like, look at you now. Like, look at you now. Be aware of those old stories that you may have been telling yourself, but look at you now. Start where you are now and create moving forward. Yes, things will come up from the past, right? You'll clear them. You'll move through them. Now you'll do it in a much more empowered way, right? But the world is a completion of a cycle. It is another card of celebration. It is also a higher frequency. So many of you have been on the, again, you've been at like the 4D. You've been in the awakening kind of 4D energy where a lot of things are revealed and it's very overwhelming and unsettling and ungrounding. But many of you are moving through that or have moved through that. And this is where you get to experience more of the 5D anchoring into your life. This is the birth of more of those new earth energies coming in, where you're starting to see more and more examples of that. Because the world card is a very physical card, right? It's anchoring into your reality now. And those old paradigms that were very stressful, you're releasing. Okay? And we are seeing many examples of this. At this time, too, there might be sacred geometry that you find to be inspiring to have in your workspace or to have as jewelry. That's something that's standing out here. But again, and I don't think that you all had joined when this message came through, but it was just finding new and fun and beautiful ways to love yourself more and more each and every day. Okay. To embody and embrace this fullness that life is meant to feel good. Okay. That these high frequencies, oftentimes we're picking up so much information from our environment, the people around us, that we're not in our own vibration. Okay. We're not in our own frequency. But with this energy coming through, it's like you're in your own frequency, and now you're influencing, now you're transmuting, now you're clearing the spaces that you walk into. You also have the divine protection with that beautiful rainbow energy coming through. Gosh, so much, even inner child healing happening. These cycles they've been difficult, but you have overcome so much, okay? And again, this is a reminder too, is that make sure that you are calling upon that love and support from spirit. Make sure you're calling on that love and support from your ancestors of the highest light, okay? Of your spirit guides of the highest light and resonance, of your star family, your galactic family. You have so much love and support here. And oftentimes, because we did have that, that Five of Pentacles of, kind of isolating, or, not feeling like you're enough, or you don't have enough resources. And sometimes you forget all these resources that you have. Okay. So keep that in mind. And if you notice in this card, she's looking up. She's looking up at the sky. Okay. So that's something else that you can do, especially to shift your frequency. That sometimes, again, just even body language, like notice and have that awareness of when you're walking, are you walking with your head down, or are, you looking up? Are you more aware of what's happening around you? This too, to me, is like appreciation. This is when you get a message from an ancestor, or you have a prayer that is answered, and you're like, thank you. And you're so appreciative. Okay. And the more that you appreciate it, because building that relationship, the more that you're appreciated, right? That means the more open and respected you feel. So it's kind of the same with building that relationship with spirit or our higher selves, is that when you notice these shifts and changes, taking a moment to feel how great it is to have that support and love, that your message was heard. Okay. And especially when it comes to the past, or breaking out of these karmic cycles, and bringing in more awareness, more love, higher frequencies. Call in your ancestors to support you. Okay. I can't even begin to explain how powerful it is. And when I do it, the goosebumps that run through me are just out of this world, because it's like, message received. We heard you, always high vibrational. But again, especially like dealing with things in the past, moving through, cycles here. And for those of you that feel, and this might not be any of you that are here now, but maybe somebody else who sees this video later. Those of you that feel like you have to have another person to be whole or complete, that paradigm is crumbling, okay? You are whole and complete within yourself. And we're normalizing that now in relationships, so that you're bringing your best selves together, okay? And I feel like there's a counterpart that is doing their work, okay? That is going through their spiritual graduation, okay? That is appreciative and healed and whole and ready. Obviously healing continues, right? But don't settle, okay? And as you walk your path of happiness, that's when you align more and more with not just your joy, not just your passion, but also those that are meant to be in your life. With the World card. Okay, anything else? Knight of Cups, there he is. Hello. You go from a lot of frustration and love to focusing on what brings you happiness, focusing on your joy, raising your frequency, releasing what doesn't serve, walking through with this portal energy with the World card, and then you have that romance coming in with the Knight of Cups energy. And it's simply receiving love. I mean, it's simply receiving appreciation and the different forms that it shows up in. Clarify this Knight of Cups. Yes. So again, remember that as you are ascending, as you're up leveling, there's always going to be, other challenges and whatnot. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Devil energy. Okay. Which speaks to me that your energy, your empowerment, what you've been working through is making you irresistible. Okay. So be aware of, again, intentions, be aware of what you want, and know that, again, when you are in this place of joy, happiness, peace, okay, having this beautiful relationship with source energy, that many are going to be attracted to you, okay, and attracted to that. So make sure that you're still using your discernment, okay? And that you're aware of any patterns repeating that no longer serve your highest good. And here's that energy of looking to the past of something that, has already grown, has already developed, right? And here's being present and looking to the future where you have this energy coming in that is very inspiring, okay? So be aware again of where your presence is. If you're looking too much to the past or you're looking too far into the future, be present and create that manifestation is coming in, okay? Anything else here? I know this has been really a lot of mix of energies. Mm-hmm. Swift moving messages, swift manifestations. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Tower, and then we have the Empress. So these manifestations that are coming in next, with your discernment, of course, with that Empress energy, are very fulfilling. Okay. This is embodying, again, your divine feminine energy. This is the goddess energy. This is connecting with Gaia. This is that when there's a lot of change or chaos or a lot happening around you, maybe it's not even you, maybe it's people around you, that you take time to ground, that you take time to nurture yourself. That you take time here to prepare for these manifestations to come in, because it requires a lot of transformation. Okay? And my body right now is on fire. Okay? I have so much heat moving through me right now. So the transmutation that's happening can feel quite intense. But there is a lot transmuting and clearing as it comes to, with the Nine of Wands, wounds, okay, past wounds, emotional wounds. Look at that, the Empress and the Emperor. Those of you that are showing up resonating in fire signs, you're writing it out. You're writing it out, you're embracing your power. You're discovering, again, where your power is in certain situations. You're utilizing that. You're balancing out your masculine and feminine divine energies, which is also very empowering here. And to go from, again, you have the kings and the queens to the emperor and the empress. you are leveling up. You are leveling up in a big way, and those who are meant to level up with you absolutely will. It may be you have to keep in mind that everyone has free will, because everyone learns differently. But also trust in that, again, those who are meant to evolve and grow with you will. And that even if, again, we grow on our own stages, we definitely do here. But know that your work that you've put in, whether it's in your career, your energy work, out in your communities, it's not going unnoticed. Okay. And again, like the journey might feel like this right now, but it's what's really happening is this. And in the journey, you're receiving so many tools. Okay. And you're stepping further into leadership here and leading with a new paradigm. Yeah. So don't be afraid of your magic. Don't be afraid of your power. And for so many of you, again, there's a lot of people, and those who are on my Bloom Patreon, I say this all the time. It's like, you don't have to worry about, those of you that are single right now, you don't have to worry about love and relationships. Just keep doing you, and it will align. It doesn't have to take a great amount of effort. You focus on your journey, you focus on what's important to you, okay? And you will attract in those vibrational matches. And it's also important to release titles and listen to the energy. And be aware of what's helping you grow, okay? Be aware of what is supportive, and also be aware of when things are out of balance or things do not serve your highest and greatest good. But overall, be so proud of how far you've come. Be so proud of your journey. Shauna, I am, you're a Leo. I am an Aries sun. But everything that we've moved through, everything that we have been guided to move through is leading us is bringing us basically into leadership, into being the example, the embodied example. Oftentimes, people focus just on love and light. They don't do that grounded work. They don't do that shadow work. Okay. Some people spiritually bypass. Everybody kind of has their own process, but I would say that making sure that you're balancing out the work that you're doing, because you're going to see those that are doing the work and embodying it. You're going to feel it. You're going to know it. You're also going to feel it and know it within yourself when it comes to especially doing your shadow work and loving yourself. We have how many cards here showing up of wholeness, of completion, of success. Even if with that Four of Cups, it might be that, sometimes you feel bored. Sometimes you feel like you're in a holding pattern. Sometimes, again, ego's timing isn't always divine timing, right? But trust in your own internal rhythms and know the difference between, okay, now it's time for me to relax and receive and manifest, right? Receive my manifestations, connect with the earth to ground, and when it's time to step into your masculine energy, when it's time to take aligned action. that you are stepping further into your power, further into your success. And I know, again, like there have been so many messages that have come through. I'm sure it was very scattered, but I don't know how many of you will be watching. So just receive what resonates, release anything that doesn't. But remember to come back to your presence, come back to your power, especially if you're overwhelmed by the world, what's happening. And keep in mind the power of your focused intention and channeled energy as well. And even if you feel like you can't take physical action to help something, that you can put out that intention. That you can send love, that you can send blessings. My gosh. Okay. Any other messages here for the fire signs? Yeah. We have ghost and we have regret. So we have releasing that past energy. We have cauldron, synergy, and healing. I personally have been called to drink more teas and focus on, more herbs and learning about herbs and things like that, being more self-sufficient, listening to my body, and what my body's asking of me here. But with this cauldron, synergy, and healing, again, it's your focused intention and also remembering the powers in your hands. And to remember that and recognize where you're placing, again, your focus, your energy outside of yourself too much and creating energy leaks. And when you're working with source, when you're working with the elements here, working with your spiritual gifts and abilities, you're taking an energy that's way out here and you're focusing and bringing it in, and that's going to be empowering, calming, healing, inspiring, and again, helping you to release those old stories. To bring in that greater illumination, that greater love. That integration. So thank you for joining me. Again, there were so many messages that came through. I hope that made sense. I don't know. What do you think? You think I should save this one, or do you think I should delete this stream? Let me know. This was the first time in a long time that I have been live, and it feels way different from when I'm recording and posting videos. So that was quite a journey. And many different consciousness streams coming through, many different timelines. But, oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour. Whew. So thank you for those of you that have joined me. May you have a beautiful week. I hope this brought you, even if it's just little pieces of the puzzle that inspired, empowered, helped you to appreciate, love yourself more, have a little bit more illumination of the changes and shifts that are happening in your life. Josie, bless you. Keep it. Oh, goodness. And if you did get anything out of this, give this video a like. And I will be going live again, doing, the earth signs, the air signs, and the water signs. it was so interesting, and I just have to share from a channeling experience. It was like the more of you that joined or interacted. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Josie, for sharing that. Everything kept shifting and changing. The messages kept shifting and changing. So I hope it wasn't too scattered, but again, this is my first time in a very long time. And that's, a good point to bring up, Josie, is that we can watch element readings or zodiac readings for other people if we're called to it. And I think it's really empowering too, Josie, and wonderful that even though you're not a fire sign, that you felt called to be here and that you got something out of it. So I'm really happy to hear that. Made complete sense. Oof, good. Happy to hear that. And it felt so wonderful when you joined too. The shift in energies, and thank you so much for showing up. Yeah. Well, I am going to end this live stream. Let's see. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm probably going to focus on earth signs. But I definitely need to ground this energy in a little bit more, have some lunch, and maybe be back within half an hour. So if you're an earth sign watching this, I will probably see you soon. If not, thank you, Josie. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, everyone who showed up. And for those of you watching this in the future, be kind if my energy was scattered. Okay. All right. Well, I will be back, and I will also put an announcement on my Instagram as well to let you know that I'm going to be live now that I know that it's working for a live stream for Earth Sign messages. So thank you again. Take the best care, and I will see you soon.